Today we will add some touch controls to our game. We need some PNG icons. You can download them from Google. I downloaded mine from Google and made some adjustment. Always remember to move your assets into your project. I have moved mine into a folder named Touch Image. These are the PNGs I will be using for our touch controls. Now let's open our project. I made this simple game just for this video. Ignore that sprint icon, it's actually attached to the crosshair, so I cannot remove it right now. Go to project settings, search for mouse and enable use mouse for touch. After that, search for mobile. Inside the mobile section, enable always show touch interface. Then down here, select left virtual joystick only. Now that's done. Let's run our game. We now have a joystick on the left for movement, and as you can see, I'm able to move from the right side as well. It might not work for you yet, so let's take a look at how I did this. These are the nodes you need to create for movement. Let me unplug them to show you how it works without this node. See, I cannot move properly. I can only go forward and backward. Alright, so what I did here is set up the look around system for mobile. You know how in mobile games like PUBG or Call of Duty Mobile, you drag your finger on the screen to look left, right or up, down. That's exactly what I have built here. Here's how it's work. When I touch the screen and move my finger, Unreal tracks the finger position using input touch. I grab that position and compare it to where the finger first touched. This gives me how far the finger has moved. Then I divide that movement by 5 to tone it down. Otherwise the camera would spin too fast. Finally, I can use that value to rotate the character's view. Left right swipe rotates the camera horizontally. Up down swipe rotates it vertically. It's all handled inside a custom event I made called update position, which gets called whenever the finger moves. This way, I can fully control where the player is looking just by dragging my thumb on the screen. No joystick needed. Super useful for mobile FPS or third-person games. Now that's done, let's move on to making our touch controls. First, we need to create a widget. For those who don't know, a widget is used to create UI elements like buttons, health bar, menus, etc. Now double click to open its blueprint. As you can see, it's empty, so we need to add a canvas panel. Just drag and drop it into the designer view. This canvas panel will hold all the elements that appears on the player screen. Alright, let's add a button to our canvas panel. Just drag and drop. In the appearance section, you will see image option. Select your touch icon. I will add the jump icon first. Now our button has turned into a jump button. Remember to name it. Adjust its position wherever you like. Now scroll down to events. There are multiple options: on clicked, on pressed, on released, on hovered, on unhovered. For our jump button, we need on clicked because we want our player to jump when it's clicked. Click the plus icon to add that event. Here's our blueprint. Let me delete this extra stuff. Much better. Now we need to add a variable. Go to variables, add and name it player reference. Select BP first person character as the type. The variable will store a reference to our character. Next, we need some nodes to get this working. First, add a event construct node. You might be wondering why event construct. It's because it is a widget blueprint event node that runs once right after the widget is created in memory, but before it's shown on screen. Basically, as soon as the widget is created, event construct fires and then the widget becomes visible. Now add another node, get all actors of class. What this does is search the entire level or world and give you a list of the actors of a specific class. For those who don't know, in Unreal, an actor is basically everything you see, like lights, mesh, even the player you are controlling are all actors. Now select BP first person character. After this, drag and drop player reference and set it. Then attach it to the array output. This way, it takes the single actor, our BP first person character. Now drag player reference, and if you search for jump, nothing will show up unless you uncheck context sensitive. After that, you will find the jump node. Don't forget to compile. Now inside our first person character blueprint, use event begin play, then add create widget, and in class, select the widget you just made, attach it to add to viewport, then compile. Let's test it. Yep, it's working. Now let's add a fire button. The method is same as the jump button, but here we will use on pressed instead of on clicked. Everything else is the same. If you learned something from this video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any doubts, leave them in the comments. Now after adding our fire button, let's test again. Every touch button works. Great. If you didn't understand something, leave a comment and I will explain it there.